I don't think people appreciate what is happening to journalism in this country and what has happened to local news coverage specifically.
If you recognize that voice, that's because it's been on national airwaves for almost 3 decades. Former NPR broadcaster Jack Speer expects fewer public media journalists to have such long careers.
Since the early 2000s, the number of working journalists in the U.S. has fallen by more than 75%. During that same period of time, the country's lost roughly a third of local and regional newspapers.
In July, Congress cut more than $1 billion for public media. Industry leaders say filling the gap will be a challenge. Andy Russell is the president and CEO of PBS SoCal. He says many community organizations that have donated to public media in the past are dealing with federal funding cuts of their own.
They have fewer resources. They're dealing with their own financial crises. So what would be traditional partners we can go to, say, how can we do things together? They're working through some really tough cuts. So some of those traditional avenues and partnerships are not there.
That's the case for Radio Bilingüe, a network of 16 stations that broadcasts in English, Spanish, and indigenous Mexican languages. The network has also lost more than $300,000 in annual federal funding.
This is a serious setback, not just for us, but for the rural and low-income communities we serve every day. For them, Radio Bilingüe is usually the only reliable source in their languages for local news, emergency alerts, educational programming, civic information, and of course, our daily programs celebrating Latino arts and culture.
Assemblymember Chris Ward chairs the committee. He says panelists shared information he can take back to Sacramento when the legislative session starts in January.
What can California do more to be able to provide some financial support to be able to help what we see as a community asset?
Without more support, he says, communities across California could see major losses in local news coverage. Katie Anastas, KPBS News.